Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bullseye. So this is your daily dose of current affairs. And in this class, we are going to discuss the most important news for 3rd of January 2022. So this is your daily dose of current affairs in which we discuss the most important news from that day that you should not miss. So this initiative was started by us about 2 months back, and we have been getting an overwhelming response from all of you. So thank you so much for that. If you want to be regular with us, if you want this knowledge base to widen your own perspective on life, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you receive the notifications of these videos every day. So let us start with this video. So there are 5 important events that have happened today, which we are going to discuss in this class. First is Mr. Vinay Kumar Tripathi is the new chairman and chief executive officer of the Indian Railway Board. So Indian Railway Board is a very important entity under the Ministry of Railways, and it has got a new chairman. So we will see what is the background of Mr. Tripathi, who appoints a Railway Board chairman, and some other important facts about the Railway Board. Secondly, Uttar Pradesh has renamed another railway station. So earlier also it renamed a few railway stations. Now the Jhansi railway station has been renamed. So whenever we hear the name Jhansi, what comes to our mind? Rani Laxmibai. So it has been renamed as Veerangana Laxmibai railway station. In the third news, we'll see that the world's longest metro rail network has been opened in China. It's not that it has opened just recently. It has been building up over a period of time, but it has become the world's longest metro railway network. Next, the Mumbai Press Club's Redink Award, which is a very prestigious award in the field of journalism, has been awarded to late journalist Danish Siddiqui. We'll see who he was and why he has been awarded this particular prize. And finally, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has launched a reading campaign called Padhe Bharat. So we'll see what this campaign is. Let us see one by one. So first, Mr. Vinay Kumar Tripathi has been appointed as the new chairman and chief executive officer of the Indian Railway Board, which is the top body of the Indian Railways. So whatever decisions are taken about the railways, for example, the management of fares, the management of freight and passenger traffic, everything is done by the Indian Railway Board. And this board reports to the Parliament through the Ministry of Railways. So basically, Ministry of Railways has the Railway Minister as at its apex, and below that, the line agency that actually works and takes all the decisions of railways is the Railway Board. And it is headed by an IRS officer, which is an Indian Railway Service officer. And Mr. Tripathi also is an Indian Railway Service officer. And he has been appointed by the Committee of Appointments, the Cabinet Committee of Appointments, also called CCA, the Cabinet Committee on Appointments. And this committee is headed by the Prime Minister, and it has various other union ministers as well. And it is amongst many other cabinet committees which are constituted for different purposes. For example, there is Cabinet Committee on Security, then there is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, but as the name suggests, the Cabinet Committee on Appointments is exclusively for the appointment of persons to various important positions. For example, the Railway Board Chairman. Then this committee also appoints the Cabinet Secretary. It also appoints the service chiefs. So this Cabinet Committee of Appointment is important, and it is the authority that finally cleared the name of Mr. Tripathi. Next, Uttar Pradesh has renamed the Jhansi railway station as Veerangana Laxmibai railway station. And this announcement was made by the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Earlier also, the Uttar Pradesh government had renamed 2 stations, as I already told you. So one was Mughal Sarai railway station. So Mughal Sarai railway station was renamed as Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Junction. And the Faizabad railway station was named as Ayodhya railway station. And it's a very strange fact that although the railways exclusively come under the union government, but as far as the nomenclature of railway stations is concerned, I mean, naming the railway stations is concerned, the state government is authorized to name the railway stations according to the local, freedom fighters or any person that they think is, important. That's why you will see that in different states, different state governments have named railway stations after the local heroes or freedom fighters or gods and goddesses. So the state government is apparently authorized to change the name of the station, although it does not have much say in any other aspect of Indian Railways, because railways is exclusively a union subject under the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. Next, world's longest metro line has been opened in China, and it is in Shanghai. So Shanghai is one of the largest cities of China, and it has opened 2 new metro lines, just like Delhi also keeps opening new phases and new lines. It has also opened 2 new lines, and after the opening of those lines, it has now become the world's longest metro network, stretching up to 831 kilometers. 831 kilometers. It now has 18 lines, right? By contrast, if we see the largest metro network in India, it is in New Delhi, which is 434 kilometers. Not bad, but nowhere in comparison to Shanghai, which is almost twice that of Delhi. So Delhi has a very extensive railway network of metro with 308 stations and 434 kilometers length. But in Shanghai, it is almost twice that, which is 831 kilometers. And metro networks are considered amongst the most comfortable mass rapid transport systems around the world. And in India also, now we have metro trains in more than 15 cities. Recently, the Prime Minister inaugurated it in Kanpur as well. So Bangalore, Kanpur, Mumbai, Kolkata, everywhere we have metro trains. And a very important fact, in India, Kolkata was the first city to have a metro railway network, and New Delhi was the second. But now Delhi has the longest railway network of metro in India. Next up, renowned journalist Mr. Danish Siddiqui has been posthumously awarded the Mumbai Press Club's Redink Award. So basically, Mr. Danish Siddiqui has been given this award posthumously. That means he is no more. He was on an assignment in Afghanistan when he died. So he died covering the takeover of Afghanistan by the Taliban, and he was mourned by thousands and thousands of people in India. And he was also given various other awards. Now, by the Mumbai Press Club, he has been given the Journalist of the Year award for 2020. The Chief Justice of India, Justice N.V. Ramana, presented this award to one of his family members. And why was he given this award? For his spectrum of investigative and impactful news photography. So basically, he was a photojournalist. So he clicked very important photographs that left an imprint on the global psyche. So he was a photojournalist, and he was covering the events in Afghanistan when he died. And that's why he has been given this award. Other than him, senior journalist Prem Shankar Jha has been given the Lifetime Achievement Award. Mr. Prem Shankar Jha has been given the Lifetime Achievement Award. These are some important facts you should know about this award. Then finally, a Union Education Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, has launched a reading campaign called Padhe Bharat. Now, as the name itself is suggestive, basically it is to encourage reading amongst the young students. So it's a 100-day campaign in which reading material will be provided to the school-going children up to basically 8th standard, so that they can cultivate the habit of reading. And it is also in line with the National Education Policy 2020 or New Education Policy 2020, which is emphasizes on the promotion of joyful reading culture for children and giving them age-appropriate reading books in their mother language as well. So it's not necessary that they have to read in English. It should be in the regional language, in the mother language. The purpose is to promote reading. No specific language is being targeted here. So it will focus on children studying in Balvatika to grade 8. Balvatika basically means from standard 1. And it is for 100 days. So from 1st of January till 10th of April, this campaign will go on. And all stakeholders are expected to take part, including teachers, parents, children, community educational administrators. Everybody is expected to take a part. And one activity per week per group has been designed with a focus on making reading enjoyable. So the focus is to make reading an enjoyable habit and to build a lifelong association with the joy of reading. This goal has also been aligned with the goals of literacy and numeracy mission. Basically, by promoting reading, the government and the entire system is trying to increase the literacy and numeracy parameters amongst the Indian children. Because we know that last month the ACER report was out, which is Annual Survey of Education, and the parameters have not been good because during the COVID-19, there was a digital divide. Some children got the access to the digital learning and others did not. So to reduce that, now the government wants to encourage reading. And with that particular thing in mind, the Padhe Bharat campaign has been launched. So it is under the Ministry of Education, number one. Secondly, it targets the students from 1st to 8th standard. Number three, the purpose is to make reading enjoyable. So with these things in mind, and it is for 100 days. So it's a focused campaign. It's not like it's going to happen every day. For the first 100 days of this year, reading is going to be promoted, specific time, specific books, specific effort is going to be laid on children in these standards so that they can cultivate the habit of reading. So this is Padhe Bharat campaign, a very innovative thing, I would say. So that is it for today. These were the news that you should not miss. If you like the video, if you think the last few minutes have been valuable use of your time, do give this video a thumbs up and share it with others so that they can also benefit from the same. That is all for today. My name is Manish Mittal and thank you so much. Take care.